Right then. Bloody no, that was annoying. That was really annoying. That was your fault. And your fault. I'm gonna kill you for that. It's your fault. Get out of it. Cause it's a crash, you horrible little loik. Yeah, you want to run away? Bloody thing. Dennis, hello. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Can't do much about things like that. But I hadn't finished. I was enjoying myself. So, thought I'd do it again. Why not? I think another planet, a bit of a rove, I think another bit of a rove, you know. Here we go. Oh, that's an high jump. Oh, yeah. Oh, straight into the water. Whee! Straight into the pool. Wow. Yes, man. Nice one. You get some great jumps in this thing. Really do. So where were we? Oh, yeah. Davidus had just asked what did we discuss, and I'd said everything. And I think we have, haven't we? We have pretty much. Yeah, it's a pain in the backside as well. I have had more viewers. I've never had 50 odd viewers ever before. Ever. I've never had 40 odd viewers ever before. That's why it's a bit infuriating, but I got there, even if I don't get it all back again. I got there. Never had that many viewers in my life. That was such a nice turnout. Can't be helped though. Stupid technology. This is why I'm after increasing my broadband to 200 down and 20 up. Cost me extra money, but I want the consistency. I don't want to have to worry all the time that it's going to crash, you know? It's annoying. I like this planet. I like cold planets. I do like the cold planets. Especially if they've got decent trees on them. A lot of new people came in. Yeah, I know they did. I know they did, William. A lot of faces I'd not seen before. Hopefully they'll pick up on it, the fact that it... was my message clear in the chat, by the way? I did write, I'll be back in a sec. I don't know if many people read that or not. I couldn't work out whether it was still broadcasting at that point. Whether people would still read the text. If not, that doesn't matter. I still got to 50 odd. Never been there before. Most I've ever got watching. Oh, I can't wait for the update, man. I can't wait for the update. Wonder how many I can pull then. Hopefully I can get quite a lot. Wow, if I got more than 50. Jesus Christ, I don't know if I could contain myself. Hello, Johnny B. Welcome back. Services are resumed as normal. I was just going to hit it and do it again, but I thought I'd better go back and rename it, because otherwise it might get confused. At first it told me I couldn't get my chat up. Chat has been disabled, so I had to reset that too. Otherwise I would have been up about a minute earlier. But that's the way it goes. Timothy, hello. You was having withdrawals. I'm having withdrawals, man. My goodness me, I need a patch. Ha ha ha! We go to the doctors and get yourself a No Man's Sky patch to stop the withdrawals. Oh man, oh man. Drop tonight. Time is it? What time is it? What time it is in America now at this very moment? What time is it? Is it too late? Call sign Viper, hello. Thank you very much. That's really good. I really appreciate that, man. And I noticed that another 8 people have subscribed. So please, I will repeat again. I want you to tell me if you've subscribed in the chat, because I want to thank you personally. But thank you to all those 8 people who have subscribed. Thank you so much. So much. But I really would like to thank you personally. That's why, because I've got no notifications, you know. A little bit frustrating, but I can't do much about it. I've got a pitiful PC, and all I've got is a PlayStation 4. It's only 2:52 on the West Coast. My God, it could still. Thank you, call sign Viper. Here you go. This is yours. Everyone gets a kiss for subbing. I'm sure at some point in the future I will have to stop that. But that is on an email, and it's coming your way. It'll be on your doorstep tomorrow via cat. Enjoy. Thank you very much for subbing, man. Thanks very much. Yeah, there will come a point we'll probably have to stop doing that. I might get about like 20 subs in one night, and then I'll be like, my lips won't take it. I'll look like a dried up old prune by the end of the night. There's only so many kisses, you know? Only so many kisses these lips are capable of doing in a night. Pucker up, new subs. A big wet one is coming your way. I remember the first time I said that, I said to Chavo, if your laptop could pucker up into a pair of lips, I'd kiss you. And he didn't know how to take it at first when he got used to me. Mark Johnson, imagine a cat at your doorstep with the heart on it. No, it's just an ordinary cat. Just quite an ordinary tabby cat. But he does wear a tuxedo. I do like them to be well dressed. Because you're important, and you deserve to be treated important. Oh, yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. Look at that for a job. Whoa. Excellent. I've been neglecting this vehicle, and it's fun. This vehicle is fun. It's a rescue cat. Well, I don't know if it's a rescue cat. I hired it. I pay it quite well. Pay it quite well, you know. 100 quid. Every email delivered. Don't spare the expense. Thank you, Mark Johnson. Thank you so much. I was after 150 subs, and I thought, nah, I didn't mention it. I didn't mention it. I thought, is it arrogant? Is it arrogant? What do you think in chat? Is it arrogant for me to have a target? Mark Johnson, thank you very much. Oh, hang on. A sip of tea. That's now in an email. It's winging its way to you. It'll be in your doorstep via cat in a tuxedo tomorrow. Thank you for subbing, sir. Thank you for subbing. Don't tip the cat. He gets paid enough. Alright? I won't have tipping. He only spends it on booze. So, assuming we've got some new viewers in here, I will repeat the question at the top of the show, and that was, what do you expect will be in the update, apart from the obvious things, and what would you like to be in the update? That's the main question. Oh yeah, let's see what happens here. Way, oh, I love it. I love it. Ooh, ooh. Whoa, yes. I'll get another one. Get another one. Oh, that was a beautiful one. Ah, tripler. Triple one. Triple jump. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, a lot of work went into those Tommy ones. I think I'd like people to watch the Tommy's Musing ones. Not too much. One's 10 minutes long, one 18 minutes long. But I think you'll find them amusing. Particularly if you're from Britain. Americans might like them as well, but I think it'll resonate more with the British public. Because I'm going to continue that series. I'm going to continue with that series. I just need the time. I need the time, and I need to get hold of my neighbour. I'm thinking of a theory about these current 4 E3-like planets being part of the story for each race. Since the 4th race is going to be in this update, and the number would fit, but that's just a guess. We don't know for certain the 4th race is going to be in this, but it does look very much like it is. It does look very much like it is, Timothy. You're right. Oh, sorry, Mark. Sorry. Timothy Graff, I expect more procedural variety. Even just a little more would be nice. I think you can guarantee that, Timothy. OJ Johnson. Hopefully more realistic terrain, lighting and planet, animal generation, than the story and puzzles and all that jazz. For certain, man. For certain. I think that's all guaranteed. I think that's all guaranteed. You want home worlds and cities. Why not villages? Why not be a little less ambitious? Why not say villages? Let's think villages. I think villages are not out of the question, but cities are a bit of a breadth. But unless those cities are underground, then they don't have to generate all the procedural backgrounds. All they've got to do is concentrate on generating the city. But villages. Maybe even small towns. But why not villages? You know, 20 buildings. Like you'd get in Skyrim. You'd quit your job. Well, I'm in the process of looking for a flipping job. So if you quit your job, let me know so I can come and take your place. What do you do? Timothy Graff. They did a multiplayer setup where you could build a town. Oh my goodness me, you all are very ambitious. It's very ambitious though, don't you think, Timothy? Joshua! Hello, Joshua, how are you? We're all merry and happy and jolly. We're having a fine time here. Everybody's speculating wildly, which is what I want. I do like to say. Perfect chaos. When do you people expect the patch notes to come out? Well, I expect the patch notes to come out any second now. They won't, but I expect them to come out any second now. Because I am tired. Right? I am tired, but I know damn well that I can't sleep. I couldn't sleep last night. I went to bed and I could not sleep. And I know damn well if I won't go to bed now, I won't be able to sleep. And if the patch notes dropped, I will flipping be holding my eyelids open with a... I'll be sticking those little pickle pricks in my eyelids to keep them open. Just so I can play the update. I saw you in my subscribe notifications thinking that you were the update trailer. Hype, what, Hype Pat 2? Don't think they call it that, do you? Oh, you want to see? Oh, I've got a great thumbnail. I'm really pleased with it. I've got a great thumbnail for when the update drops. I love it. I love it. I've called it something very simple. I've called it very simple. I've been giving it a complicated name, but I'll do that in the thumbnail itself. It says it all to me. Christopher, I think the update's dropping tomorrow since the start of the weekend, probably. Yes! And that's a good point, actually, Christopher. That is a good point. That is when are people going to have the most time to play No Man's Sky? That's a good point. That is a very good point. The weekend. Oh, I didn't get a third that time. Ah, we got here Mark Johnson. Plus, it is a weekend, so it makes sense. Yes. Yeah. Now, that does make sense. I can see that being true. It's logical. But I still think it's going to drop in next second. I still think it's going to drop any second now. Wow, this is awesome. Why have I never used this shit before? This is fun as hell. Look at that jump. Hey! But yeah, it could release now and people would have all night tonight and the weekend to play it. Oh. I would play it even if I was cream crackered. If I was out on my feet, I would play it. I would force myself to play it. And I'd force myself to be jolly. And I'd force myself to talk, to chat. I'd kill myself to play that update now. I'd kill myself. Patch notes, yeah. Do you think we're going to get patch notes? Don't they usually drop the patch notes on the day they release the actual patch itself? I suppose we might drop a trailer today. No, no they're not. They're going to release it today. They're going to release it today. I'm telling you. Gonna get it today. Damn it, give me it today. Oh, I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait. But if you're dead, then you can't play it. You cheery devil, you. Joshua, how cheery are you? If I'm dead, I can't play it. That's very bright. That's brightened my night, that is. That's brightened me up. That's brightened the hell out of me, that is. I feel so much better. Yeah. What do you mean your time zone's already ended? You mean it's already the next day? It's 11 o'clock here, yeah, in Europe. So I only got an hour to midnight. Where are you all looking for the update notes? No Man's Sky. Well, surely it'd be the best place to be is Reddit, isn't it? William? Isn't the best place to be Reddit? I mean, there's usually about 1,000 people on there, and one of them's bound to post it immediately. It'll probably get posted about 10 times. You know? Cody, it's only 5 PM? Oh, it could still hit, guys. Folks, it could still hit. It could still hit today. Oh, I can't bear this. I can't bear it. My goodness me, I can't bear this. Oh. Oh. This is painful. Yeah, if you do, look at that. You know, check my Discord channel out. I'd like to have have more people in there so they can chat amongst themselves. And feel free to go to my Twitter, which is growing quite nicely now. I've got quite a few followers because I'm adding more and more content. You know, it's a slow process. As once I get my photo mode up and going, I'll be adding more photos, of course. My favourite thing. Right then, let's go to another planet. I still always like to browse back and watch progress of how No Man's Sky became the thing back then, where they showed the project in a few weeks and then months, changing so much. It's really cool. You mean the early footage that IGN got hold of? The really, really early footage. Yeah, it is cool going back to watch that. I watched that footage so many times. I can't believe how many times I watched all that footage. I must have watched the IGN footage, and I am not lying. I must have watched the IGN footage, every single video, about 25 times. Not exaggerating. I was looking at the detail in the distance. I was trying to pick things out. I was saying, what? My son was sat next to me. I was saying, look at that. That looks like a box. That looks like a box. Turned out to be the green boxes. But I was saying, that looks like a box. That's a box. What's that box contain? There's one that looked a bit like a little farm. And I was saying, that looks like a little farm. That looks like a little farm. It's a village. Oh, it's coming up with all sorts. That's a village. That's a village. Can anybody remember that footage where the guy is walking up to his ship and the ship is on a slight hillock, and to the very right of that is some person walking from the distance around the right hand side of that hillock? Can anybody remember that footage of the person who's definitely a person with clothes on, walking from the distance into the foreground? That was highlighted several times. I can't be the only one who remembers that. Can't be the only one who remembers that. Joshua 2000, live in the future and I'm playing No Man's Sky. This update is awesome. Wish you were here. Laugh out loud. Sorry I didn't read it out the first time, Joshua. Alright. Sorry I ignored you. It's dead hard, this, you know. It's dead hard to keep up with the chat. If I do miss you, I do apologise. I don't mean to. Oh, yeah, it's in the footage, man. It's famous. It got highlighted. That guy got highlighted. Guy got highlighted. The animation was highlighted. Yeah, the big ass snake was target footage. I told everyone on Gaff, OJ, I told everyone on Gaff that will not be in the game. Why won't it be in the game? Because look at what it's doing. Look at how it's got to. It's going to have to. Look what it's got to do to that procedural generation. It's got to be able to go through the earth. It's got to come out of the earth, and it's got to leave tunnels behind it. It wasn't going to be in, never was. But maybe one day it will be. But I knew it wasn't going to be there at launch. Dinosaurs and rhinos. That, yeah, we saw packs of animals, didn't we? Were migrating through a ravine. Don't apologise, Joshua. I'm just enthusiastic. Don't mistake my enthusiasm for anger. It sounds very much like anger, but if you saw my silly face pulling all the stupid faces I do pull, you would realise it's not. I'm not angry. Don't apologise, man. No need for it. Colossal mods. Yeah, mobs and creatures. I'd love to just... you know, I would be happy with 10 gazelles. 10 gazelles walking by. I would be happy. Where? Think about it. Where are the rabbits and the burrows? Where are the seals climbing off out of the sea and laying on the side of the sea for a while before sliding back into the sea? Where are the penguin-like creatures? Where are the dolphins? Where are the tortoises? There's so many creature types, they're not in this game. Oh, don't be a... Oh, look what we've got here. Oh, my favourite thing. Look at that. I mean, look. So unnatural. Why? Why? Look, one would be fantastic. What the hell is that? What is this? Then you look around your planet. Oh, it's one of them. 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 Oh, it's one of them again. Oh, it's one of them again. Oh. Hello, games. Pack it in. Right then. Let's have a look. What did I see? Any other planets here? Oh, I see the back of that. Yeah, there's lots of things. I want to see animals taking refuge out the sun in the shade of a tree. You know? I want to see animals going down to a lake to slurp water and then return to their burrows in a cave or in a hole in the ground. I want to see creatures digging holes and making burrows. Gas giants. Well, I don't think they're out of the question. I've already come across a bugged planet that I went through. So gas giants are not out of the question. I think the reason is the reason that Sean Murray gave. That's the reason. You know? That there wouldn't be any practical reason for them to be there. They would just be window dressing. Continents and oceans instead of just islands. Absolutely 100% agree with you, Timothy. That's what's wrong. Continents and oceans instead of just islands. Because at the moment it is just little islands. Can't call them continents. They're islands. What we got here? Let's land and have a look. I think they could add gas giants that couldn't land on, but rather they had an extreme amount of moons. Well, there isn't any more than 10 heavenly bodies in the sky at once. I think 7 is the limit. And that would be inventing something just for a reason to invent it. What's the point in having a gas giant? Oh, well, it has more moons. Well, you could put those more moons around any planet. Which negates the reason for a gas giant. Now, if there was something in the heart of the gas giant, if there was a small moon inside the gas giant, on that moon was the rarest material you could ever find, and it was worth 10 times the amount of any gold. A suit full would be worth 100 million. But to get to the centre of that gas giant, you have to have the top protection. You have to risk your life to land on that planet. You have to risk your life to survive on that planet, to find that material. Then make it relevant. It's got the only importance indeed, unless you would find flying snakes inside an atmosphere, but you could never land. Or if you could harvest the gas as an element for fuel or something. But again, Timothy, that would be finding a reason for the gas giant to exist rather than the gas giant existing for a good reason. That gas could be replaced with anything you could buy from anywhere, couldn't it? The gas giant... Hello Gaines said that, Sean Murray said that the reason it's not in there is because he doesn't see the point in it. They could make gas giants easy. Just turn the collision off. You've got a gas giant, haven't you? Basically. It's not a technical thing that stops them doing that. Right, why am I walking? Why am I walking when I've got my favourite vehicle?
Radiation protection stabilizing.
I'd like to see. I'd like to see strange planets. Enigmas. I'd like to go on a planet, walk into a cave, and the further you got into the cave, the more the gravity flipped, until eventually he was walking on the ceiling. I'd like to go on a planet that looks flat. Completely flat. But then you find a hole, and you find out the planet is inside out. That the terrain is beneath the Earth in a cave. Ooh, that looks interesting down there. See if I can make it. What about a planet that's made completely out of spiked plutonium? What about one that's made of cubes? Giant cubes that are floating. And you have to jump between the cubes to traverse the... Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes, I nearly landed on top of that as well. Oh, where's this one go? So I make it over there. So I can make it over there. Oh, not quite, not quite. Never quite made it, but I nearly got there. Nearly got there. Ice wheels, yeah, ice wheels with big spikes of ice sticking out of the ground that you have to navigate around. Big huge spikes of ice. Icicles in caves that drip water that can fall occasionally and hurt you. Ice on the ground that you can slip on. So you have to be careful where you walk. Icy lakes that you can fall through and find yourself trapped underwater without a membrane, struggling to break the ice above you with the laser because you're drowning. Pirate booty hidden in caves. Yes! Yes, there are pirates in this game. What better narrative reason than for things hidden in caves? To follow a pirate ship out of space onto a planet that lands near a cave. Thus giving you a clue where their booty is. I think it'll all get added. I think it'll all get added in the end. This game is going to grow and grow and grow. See, this is what I want to hear. People's ideas. Fallen civilizations, indeed, yes. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not going to make it. Bit steep, bit steep, bit steep. Alright, yeah. Bit ambitious. It was a bit ambitious, wasn't it? Fallen civilization. If you can't live up cities. Yes! That'd be cool. Finding ruined cities. Old ruined cities. And there's room for it. I mean, bloody hell. This universe has not even been touched. We haven't even put a dent in it yet. We haven't even put a pinprick in it yet. Relatively untouched. We've poked around in a very distant corner of it. And made very little impact on it. So there's loads of room for loads of things to be hidden. You know? Yeah, come on, how far can I get? And he did the long jump. Ah, yes. Should get points for that. Also, it'd be cool to see some of the more elite sentinels walking around the neutral instead of only appearing when they piss the little ones off. Or nab some Gravitino balls. Yes! Yes, I would like to see them in complexes. I'd like to see complexes where you have to sneak in and nick something. Maybe for a mission for somebody from a base, or maybe for a mission for somebody from the space station. Go get me this tech and I'll build you this blueprint. I'll give you this blueprint. Where's that tech? It's in a complex on this planet. Ping, a marker appears. You fly down to the planet, you sneak in that complex, you get that piece of equipment, you bring it up to the guy, you give it to him, and he gives you the blueprint to build a certain type of tail for a fighter. And those missions there could be loads of those missions. Loads of them. What do you think the update is tomorrow? I don't know, man. Nobody knows. I think it's likely, as somebody said anyone, and I do apologise, I can't remember your name. Can't remember whose idea it was, but somebody said it probably over the weekend, which does make sense, because it's the best time for people to be playing, isn't it? You know? I like these planets. I do like these planets. I've never used this vehicle before, you know. I've never used it. Holes or big craters visible. In what respect? What are you relating that to to OJ? This is the most apocalyptic universe. That's where the ruins and lore came from. There has always been wars. Exactly. So where are the trappings of wars? Where is the dereliction? You know, this is a simulated world. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So what if going through a portal lifts the veil? So what if all this? What if I get out here and I look over there that there are ruins? Remember the film about the sunglasses where you put sunglasses on, you see the signs that are subliminally planted everywhere. I can't remember what it's called. But let's say there is a bit ruin. There's a ruin there. Let's say there's a battlefield there. There's dead bodies even strewn about. There's a tower there, a huge crystal tower. There's a small village over here with people camping. But we can't see it because the Atlas is hiding it from us. It's disguising it. It's putting a veil of illusion over the top of it. But what if we walk through a portal and it lifts that veil? And we can see those towers. And we can see that village. And that grave of dead soldiers. That will be interesting. They could reveal the lore a layer at a time by revealing each one, especially if each of those symbols represented one layer removed. So once we've got all 16 layers get removed. So in other words, each one represents something added. You get the first sigil and suddenly certain types of buildings appear. You get the next one, certain types of animals appear. You get the third one, and if they were related to 16 quests, and it slowly peeled back the illusion until we could see the universe as it was meant to be, from an 8-bit to a 16-bit universe. They said totals take you to locations. Locations doesn't necessarily mean planet, or maybe scripted planet. Well, I'm thinking, I mentioned it yesterday, but I'm thinking a sort of call it, for want of a better word, a phantom zone. I want to go through a portal, then have to survive to get to the exit portal. So that when I get to the exit portal, and I'll leave the exit portal, I appear somewhere else in the galaxy, or somewhere else in the universe, or somewhere else on a different planet. Then I activate that portal, creating a straightforward connection between those two. But first of all, I have to fight through the Phantom Zone. And in that Phantom Zone, you could put the narrative, the new adventure, the quests, to keep them separate from the actual game. They live, a Roddy Piper, quality film, hack hello games, post update, problem solved. Yes, true. I did find it curious that they only ever got through the first 8 or 9 glyphs on the Waking Titan website. I don't think it's finished yet, though. I mean, that's going to be inside the game. I just hope we don't have to do any... I don't want to go online to solve those problems. Those problems need to be solvable within the game. I won't be happy about that, if it is. I don't want to go to a website. I want to get everything in the game. Even from a streaming perspective as well. You know, from a streaming perspective. Thank you, Joshua. Oh, That kiss is on its way via email. Be on your step tomorrow. Delivered by a cat in a tuxedo. Do not tip him. He hits the drink heavily. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for something. Very much appreciated. Thank you. If you like my content or any of the other content, you might want to check my other content out too, because you know they are worth watching. Some of them I have designed them to be watched again rather than streamed, particularly the Tommy's amusing ones. If you could like this video, that'd be great. I was on a roll on the last one, but unfortunately it crashed. I got to 50 people watching, which is a record for me. Then it crashed. Went down to 42, but that was pretty damn good for me. I've 31 was my record before I hit 50 earlier on. So if you could hit like, that would be nice. That would be nice. I don't really know how it affects YouTube in any way, but people ask for it, so I thought must ask for it for a reason. Why not follow suit? Be nice. It would be nice. Not forced to, you know. You might disagree with me. You might not even like me. Who is this nasally, horrible British person? Which is fine. Nobody can like everyone. No. That's the way it is. Even though I am pretty much perfect in every single way. Oh, come on, update. Drop. I'll know when the update drops because my watch count will go dropping down with it. It'll go 30, 20, 10, 1. Updates launch, folks. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Oh. I wonder if they'll cater for the Americans or the British crowd. Will they cater for a crowd for the British, say 5 o'clock, British, summertime, or Greenwich Mean Time, whichever way you want to look at it? Or will they cater for the American crowd, which is whatever tea time is there? I sort of hope they cater for the British crowd. They are British, you know. Then I can stream at tea time. And if you're watching tomorrow, by the way, I'll start from the very beginning. If it launches tomorrow. Oz, hello, Oz. Hello, Oz. I do remember you. Joe, pineapples. I want to see the lava planets like the one where the shit actor who played Anakin had both his legs lopped off. That's a jolly picture. It's a jolly image. Hello, Joe. If my internet goes down, rest assured that I will be getting this up and running again. Bear that in mind when you're watching one of my streams. If my internet goes down again, I will be up immediately. Immediately. I'll be going straight to that menu. I'll be hitting launch immediately. So please, if I disappear, hang around. Don't go zooming off. That's what I'm saying. $26 minutes to midnight. What are you saying? What are you hoping that it might launch at midnight? Oh my god, if it does. Oh my god, I will lose my... What you throw at a fan? Patrick, hello Patrick. Oh my goodness me. It won't launch at midnight now, will it? Will it? Really? Would it launch at midnight? I've been getting a lot of sandy planets, you notice that? Nice. Nice. There we go. Welcome, Joe. How are you? You looking for the update? I'm assuming you are. I don't think there's any person on the planet who likes No Man's Sky who isn't looking forward to the update. It's a rather silly question to ask. Really, isn't it? It's redundant. Of course you are. So, if I've got a new turnover of people in the chat, what are your expectations for the chat, for the patch? We know what's going to be there, but within reason, nothing silly. What else do you think might be there? That's what I'm interested in getting opinions on. I've already expressed my opinions, hundreds and hundreds of times, so I do apologise. I'm not going to... I don't think I can repeat them again because there are quite a few people who are watching this from the very beginning, and I'm sure they don't want to wear my opinion again on it. So I'll be interested to find out what other people expect, within reason, you know, within reason. I don't want to see floating cities that you can fly around in space. Earthquakes that can rip planets fully in half. That sort of stuff. Just stuff that's within reason. Be nice. Needs a few pubs and a chippy. Oh, yeah. Oh, chippy. Oh, that's made me feel hungry, you saying that. That's made me feel hungry. Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Because I've been playing this non-stop without a single drink. I'm going to park on the top of here. I'm just going to let you all look out there. And I'm going to talk you through the process of making a cup of tea. So come with me to my kitchen. So I am opening the door. You know how this goes, Frank. You know how it goes. Fill them all in. Fill them all in. You know how it goes. I'm taking the cup off the table. I'm coming through to the kitchen. I'm placing my controller on the side of the kitchen. On the draining board, I'm emptying the cup. I am rinsing the cup. I am now rinsing it out. I am now filling the kettle to about 1/3 full. I am holding the controller to make sure it doesn't slide off, while simultaneously, at the same time, turning the kettle on there and there at the wall. I am now opening the cupboard, placing the controller back down again, removing the tea bags from the cupboard, taking the tea bag from the box, which is PG Tips, only the best, posh in this house, placing the box back into the cupboard, removing the sugar, which is in a tin. I'm now taking the tin lid off. I am now taking the spoon, removing the sugar with the spoon, placing it into the cup, putting the tin lid back on, replacing the sugar back in the cupboard. Now I'm taking the milk out of the cupboard, removing the lid, placing the bottle next to the cup, putting the lid next to the milk, and I'm closing the cupboard door for a short period while returning to chat. Very short process, really. It's getting shorter. Now I'm getting more. I'm getting a little better at it. Hello. Right, Frank, that's what you're getting at behind my back, is it? Hey? Didn't think I'd catch you, did you? I do look at all the old things, you know. I go right through the chat in case I've missed anything. I do, you know. I go through all the logs and think, right. I didn't see Frank say that. Oh, right, I'm making a note of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I take notes, man. I take notes. Whee! Oh, that's a good jump. Oh, yes, that's a marvellous jump. Oh! Right then. We're nearly ready again. The kettle is about to boil. I am returning. Hello, Cody. I'm returning to the kitchen. I'm approaching it very slowly in order to give the kettle that little bit longer to boil. Because otherwise we'll stand here a few too many seconds and that gets on my nerves. It is nearly boiled. I will turn it off prematurely. Sorry, Frank. I'm now going to put the water into the cup, where I will immediately place the water back down. Put there. Put my controller back on the side. Start squeezing the tea bag immediately with the back of the spoon, without, repeat, without letting it brew. Now I'm sure Frank has probably got something to say in the chat about that, and I'm sure I will have to go back in the logs and make note of it. So be careful, Frank. Be careful. I'm on to you. Now sneaky little ways. That is finished squeezing. I'm now putting that in the bin. I'm now putting the milk into the cup. I'm now putting the lid back onto the bottle. And I'm putting the bottle back in the cupboard. I am now closing the cupboard. And I am now going to give the tea a reasonably good stir. Right then, tea is now stirred, controller is lifted, Teacup is carried through to the table. I rotate swiftly and beautifully on my heels to turn the light off in the kitchen and then close the kitchen door. Thus. And I'm back. Now I will scroll up to see the nastiness. Oh, Frank. My warning worked by the looks of it. Oz, I paid a full, well, it was 52 quid here. That's how much I got it for. And I was quite happy to pay that 52 quid. You know? Quite happy. Hey, look at it. Look at it. Gary, hello, Gary. If you recall, we just made Atlas when we finished the calibration of Loop 16, also known as Emily. Indeed, indeed. I still think we're going to pursue Emily. I think we're going to pursue Emily, but it's going to be a case. It's going to be an ethical choice versus a practical choice. Do we allow Atlas to take control of humanity and take control of this universe in order to keep it safe, but lose our humanity in the process? Or do we fight on the grounds of ethics and the fact that it's wrong for a non-sentient AI to take control of human beings and that our destiny should be our own? Which one will it be? What is better? Something that is better for the Earth, or something that's better for humanity? Liberty versus liberty and freedom versus maintenance and balance. Don't know. I'm going to choose the Atlas path, you know. I'm still going to choose the Atlas path, regardless. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Let's get this jump in. Let me get past this tree. Let me get past the tree. Oh, I just made it. I just made it, man. The one thing I got from the Waking Titan, geez, it kind of made No Man's Sky seem like, well, it's more of a human-made simulation. Yes. This man does not know how to make tea. Patrick, don't you start! Patrick! I've got enough trouble with Frank. Bleeming heck. What are you people like? My tea is smashing, thank you very much. My tea is stupendous. Milk last. Yes, it did have the milk in last. The milk was in last. Always goes in last. Milk is always last. No milk. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Oh, I was just going to have a sip of my tea for a moment with milk. Oh. 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 Oh, I nearly retched then. No, I've tried it with no milk. I hate it. I do drink it when I've got no milk in. It's blooming awful. Isn't that an old joke? Isn't that an old joke, Johnny B? I don't know how to make bread. It's on a need-to-know basis. Sure, there's a joke there somewhere. If it wasn't before, it is now. I do like this vehicle. Why haven't I not used it before? It's fun. Well, I've used it before, but I never crossed my mind to use it for traversal. I've always used the awkward buggy. I wait with a girl who drinks tea with no milk, but I'm a gentleman. Don't hit women. I like that. I like that. I do like that. No need to know how to make tea. I didn't drink it. I don't drink coffee for me. Coffee. Oh, coffee. You lot are unnatural. You're unnatural. Hello, Joshua. Hello. Sorry it all went wrong. Blame the internet. Blame YouTube. Or blame Virgin Media. Don't blame me. No Man's Sky download servers are going to crash. That's what I have got a worry of. That's what I've got a worry of too. That's why I'm wondering if they will launch it maybe at midnight. Because they know a lot of people will be in bed. So therefore it'll cut the amount of people down who are downloading it. We've got 12 minutes to midnight here in the UK. 12 minutes to midnight here in the UK. 44 indeed. That's exactly how that statement should be met. Exactly. What sort of drink is coffee? Have you tasted it? It's not natural. Not natural. Unless it's loaded with caramel and whipped cream like liquid candy. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that. Do we still get toffee apples? I haven't seen a toffee apple for bleeding years. If I have coffee, I put half a teaspoonful of coffee in. And then I put an extra bit of milk in. I could have coffee like that. You know, but it's still not tea to me. Tea is perfect. Tea is perfection. With coffee, there's always this slight aftertaste that I have to tolerate to quench my thirst. It's always a compromise for me. You know? I always find coffee a compromise. Foib, hello Foib, young man, how are you? Right then, let's jump out. Let's jump out again. And let's delete this. Because I don't like them messing the planets up. Not that it will matter. And we'll take off again. Coffee is okay if you don't use that instant shit. I make my own coffee and steamed milk and freshly crushed coffee beans. Oh. Oh, Patrick. Do you indeed, sir? Oh. Well, I make my own tea. I've made my own tea bags. I knit them. I knit them from tissue paper. It takes a long, long time. I knit them from tissue paper. I fill it up with tea. And then I sew the top up. Eh? Didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that, did you? And when I boil tea, when I boil water, I use a little tiny heating tool to heat the surface. Heat the surface of the water. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, didn't know that either, did you? That's when Frank's not around. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Yeah, it's definitely this week. Oh yeah, well placed, well placed, well placed, GG. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. This planet is going to be fun. More sand. One night, I stayed up playing No Man's Sky, drinking coffee, and I threw it up. It was the worst night I ever played No Man's Sky. But that's because it was coffee. Played tea, it'd have been alright. Could use tea. Instead of that horrible coffee stuff. Oof. Oof. Wow. See, somebody said in that picture, that you know that picture with the ship? Somebody said that they thought the mountains were bigger than normal. Well, I'm sorry, but they aren't. They aren't. I've seen mountains that big. And there's an example. This planet has the same size mountains as that picture. People see what they want to see, basically. This is one hilly place. I've got to climb to the top of that. It was the coffee's fault. Indeed, it was the coffee's fault. Nothing to do with it. Hey, up! Oh, great. What am I doing in here? Oh, now I've got to jump out. Shit. Now I've got to jump out. Make an effort. Got to use my legs. Got to use my legs. I hate using my legs when I don't have to. Right then, let's go up this hill. 6 minutes to midnight. Patrick, this could be it. Hold me. Hold me. Everybody in the chat. Hold hands. Post a picture of everyone holding hands. We need hands in the chat. This is it. 6 minutes, folks. Post hands. We need hands holding. We are in this together. It could be midnight. We need to embrace. We need to hold each other. This could be a significant moment in the history of No Man's Sky. We need to be sticking together, holding each other. Come on, get up there, get up there. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! I want to get on top of that. Yeah. Holding hands in there, holding hands. See if to see the trailer from the top of it. Good idea. Good idea. Let's have a look. Wow. Whoa, this is tough. Come on, get to the top. Right, are we there yet? Are we at the top? I think we're at the top. I went to the top. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, no. There, we're there. Nearly there. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. I'll check the miss right down. No draw distance, folks. No draw distance on the PlayStation 4. No draw distance at all. Oh, I can't see it, man. I can't see it. Let's get it down. No, can't see it. Nope. Doesn't look like it's there. Oh, yes! We have hands! We have hands. We have embrace. We have hands. This is it. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes, folks. 4 more minutes. I can't see it from here. Can't see it from there. 4 more minutes for midnight. 4 more minutes from midnight. Come on, there's got to be. We can sing Auld Lang Syne. Even if it is wrong. We can sing it. We can all sing Auld Lang Syne. Alan Parks, do not. You're smashing. You smashed the party, man. You came in and told us all to pack up and go home. We're making too much noise. Alan, don't do that. It's going to drop at midnight. Midnight, I'm telling you. Midnight. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to get it at midnight. Get it. We're going to get it. Alan Parks. Don't you dare. Calm down. Calm down. You don't think that was real, do you? Liar! Liar, Foib. Liar. Liar. You Foib. Foib. Oh, Foib. Jesus H. Christ. Foib. Oh, yes. Look at this jump. Look at this jump. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We need to hold. We need to hold each other here. We need to hold each other. This is it. 2 minutes to midnight. 2 minutes to midnight. 2 minutes to midnight. Need to hold each other. Perhaps if we all type !! update in the chat, it'll happen. It seemed to work on Switch, so why won't it work here? Yeah! Yeah! Us! Yeah! ! update. Might work, it might work. Oh, 2 minutes to go. Damn, 200 character limit. Oh. Ah. An update, thank you. Johnny is joining in. See, Johnny's an optimist. Johnny's an optimist. Frank's an optimist. This is what I like to see. Optimism. Oh, we've got loads of... Mark Johnson is posted loads of beard. Free answers for everyone. Oh, you beautiful human being. Choke me up. You've choked me up. Timothy is an optimist. Nope. Nope. Cody Collins has said update ! It's now midnight in Europe. Not quite here in my clock. My clock's right. My clock's exactly right. Your clocks are all wrong. Mine still says 59. My clock says 59, now it says midnight. Ah. Oh, you was all wrong, folks. What did you get my hopes up for there? Why did you all get my hopes up for? Why did you all tell me it would be midnight? My goodness me. I love this planet. Nothing, Patrick. Nothing. After all our goodwill. Or our positivity we sent out into the internet just then. Oh, that tea is lovely with milk. Oh, you can't beat tea with milk. No! Unbelievable. That's twice I did that. Is that Nightbot posting 2 things on the trot just there? Yes. They're set to be 15 minutes apart. What's going wrong? Cobra TV and Tim21 Gaming have always bled this game for every viewer they could get. What do you mean by that, Alan? I think they're genuinely interested in the game. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I won't call it bleeding, you know. Of course, DM21 and Cobra want more viewers. I mean, that is part and parcel of YouTube. I wouldn't call it bleeding. I know a few people who have. You'll see a lot of people calling out from the cracks and starting to stream No Man's Sky again. And then slide back down into the cracks later on. They're the people who I don't like, you know? Ah, Snack President of Cobra TV did it for 18 months every day. Well, yeah, I know, but he's a nice guy. He loves the game, you know? I know what you're talking about, but I don't think Cobra or DN21 are guilty of that. There are people who are guilty of that. I won't name the names, but there are. And they will come out of the woodwork again. You know? Ooh. Ooh. Does anybody know what's happened to the life of Ryan? I used to watch him all the time. And he's disappeared. I do hope he's alright. You just find it interesting. Yeah, I know you weren't. I know you weren't being brutal or nasty or anything. I knew that. I could tell by your smiley face. Five. Do you think update 1.4 will hold us? Oh my God, Joshua, no. I saw that question on Reddit. I couldn't believe it. Oh, I'm not even going there, man. How do we know what 1.4 is going to hold when we don't even know what 1.3 has got? See you, Oz. Thanks for popping by. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. And if you do like what I've done today, if you find me not too irritating and maybe even entertaining in some ways, please feel free to subscribe. I'd very much like your subscriptions, and I will do my best to make sure that I entertain you, improve my channel, get better on a daily basis. It is subject to finances at the moment, because I've got a few ideas. I keep telling this, but I know there are new people watching all the time. But I've got a lot of ideas, but they require me to have a decent PC. And they require me to have programs I need to pay for. So, can't do them just yet. But I will improve. I'm trying to improve all the time. So feel free to subscribe or like this video. Or even go to maybe... you subbed! Oh! Hang on. Patrick. Ah, that dragged every last bit of love from my heart. I put that love into my lips and that kiss, and I've sent it, and it's on its way via email to you. Cat will be delivering it tomorrow with a tuxedo, but don't give him a tip. He hits the drink. Thank you for subbing. Thank you very much for subbing. Very much appreciated. Hey, those lips have already been delivered. They'll be on your doorstep tomorrow. It was a manly kiss. It was a manly kiss. Sort of kiss French people would give each other. Two comrades of war as they hug. You know? I'm getting all turned around here. Well, it's 6 minutes past. The update hasn't dropped. But who cares? I didn't really expect it to drop. Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun imagining that it would. Whoa, that was one hell of a jump. Can't even see the bottom yet. Whoa! Whoa! Gross, Patrick. Gross. It's not gross. It's not a real kiss, you know. It's just a sound effect. It's just a sound effect. It's a sound effect by me sucking through my lips, and it's not really in an email on your way to you, and a cat's not really going to deliver it. So it's alright for you to play along. People know that. come on. It better not drop while I'm in bed. Bloody Nora, but it does. But it drops when I'm in bed. Well, I think it's safe to say that it's coming out either tomorrow or the following day. And oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There's my implanted. Right, everyone. Thank you for popping by. I'm just going to save it there. Thank you for popping by. And I'm going to miss you. Wish you all a good night. Thank you for subbing, everyone. Thank you for liking, everyone. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I've never had 50 odd people watching before, and that was a fantastic experience. Thank you all very much. And I will say my customary au revoir, spaceman. Have a good life. Have a good day. Tootly pip. Goodbye. Very well. Have a good one, everyone. Good night. Have a good one.